Today's a pretty exciting day. One of our followers on this channel is a representative from Hailuo, and they gave us exclusive access to the brand new engine from Hailuo 2.3, and it's pretty exciting. As you're seeing here in the picture, it's really good with motion. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. Guys, I'm Bryon, half of the Creative AI Show, where we're two creative guys talking AI, getting exclusive access to new programs like this. And I think by the time this publishes that there might be free trials available in general, so hop on over to Hailuo and see if it's available to you. But I'm really excited to share this. So really quickly, some of the things that Hailuo 2.3 excels at is natural motion physics, hence why I'm showing this dancer here. Cinematic camera control, so moving the camera really nicely in the scene. Facial realism and emotional nuance, which there's a really good video I'll show you in a little bit on that. And then consistent in lighting and style across frames, and actually being able to kind of move from one scene to the other, but keeping that aesthetic and that feel the same. So it's really good for, building any sort of creative endeavor that you're working on. So let's hop on in here. I'm really excited to share these results with you. So first one here is a contemporary dancer performing barefoot in a minimalist white studio with soft sunlight. Camera floats gracefully around her dress as it swirls in slow motion, following every gesture. Perfect fabric physics. Dust particles shimmer in the light, which I don't know if I'm seeing that so much. Now, there's definitely a moment right here where her head shows up on the wrong side of her body. So the motion physics aren't perfect. I'd say her face has got a little bit of distortions if you were to really zoom in, but altogether, just for the dancing, the fluidity of the dress is fantastic. The lighting in the room is really good. The motion of the camera is really good. I like even being able to see the outside on a really sunny day. I'm a big fan of this. I think this whole shot is really good, except for this moment right there where her head shows up on the wrong side of her body. But maybe she's doing some really quick twist that we can't quite see on camera. But Hailuo 2.3, you are off to a stellar start. Now, a couple things about this. It does have image to video available with 2.3 and 2.3 fast. So image to video is one of those areas where Hailuo actually excels at. Where, say, Veo or Kling, they still struggle with that image to video and even start and end image. But today we're testing full-blown 2.3 on text to video, and sometimes you get your best outputs from these in text to video. So that's what I'm going for, is to see exactly how good we can do. And again, Veo 3.1 is available on here, so I'm going to definitely later this week do a comparison of 3.1 Veo versus Hailuo 2.3, because they're all getting really good. So all right, let's keep going here. I want to talk about the facial realism and emotional nuance. So this young lady here, a close-up of a young woman sitting in a cafe on a rainy evening, staring outside as raindrops roll down the glass, lost in thought. Camera slowly pushes in, as you can see, and her emotion changes from a little bit of sadness to like a hopeful smile, like a realization. And super good. I mean, I literally have zero criticisms on this scene, and that's rare for me, and my job in this is to find them. And if you see something, let me know in the comments. But I believe the steam from the coffee, it is in the foreground of it, so we're still zoomed in on her face, so the steam is even a little blurred, just like this coffee cup here. Even look at the smile lines around her mouth. So she's a young woman, but she looks like maybe early 30s, you know what I mean? It's not extremely you're starting to see the subtle nuances of somebody's age and personality. The skin doesn't look artificial, it looks real. Her eyes look good, the reflection's good, the lighting coming in is perfect. I mean, outside of maybe that nod at the end is just a little bit cheesy, because who really nods to themselves? But maybe she was really in an emotional spot there where she found something. But I got nothing here, guys. I have zero criticisms. Awesome job so far, Hailuo. Let's see what else we got. All right, so this one is a little bit of fun. So this is being able to transition from one scene to another, but also working on that just kind of crazy fantasy surreal scene. So it's a man driving an old convertible through a surreal desert. Is he driving? The steering wheel's on the other side. All right, so I got a little error there. I'm not a big fan of the license plate. It starts good, but then it starts to distort a little bit as it goes a little further, where I think we could still, the 1X07023 could still be there, but it starts to blur by the time we get to this underwater. So the camera drifts alongside the car, transitions to an underwater scene, which it does seamlessly. So that's mainly what I was looking to show off here, is to keep this aesthetic. So the aesthetic is this like 1980s dream pop aesthetic with these colors and a little bit of the like RGB kind of shift on the colors going on. So you can see outside of his hair and the side of this thing here. But it keeps the aesthetic going as it changes into a new scene. And that's something that a lot of these have struggled with. So again, very good. Some of the little details here, maybe with this car and the license plate and the driving wheel being on the wrong side. That's a little bit funny, but I'd say this one's at least an A. It's not an A plus like the other ones, but we're really getting there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I'm really excited to show you this last one. I thought was really good. So now we're going for realistic. It's a fluid motion one. So this is another one where it's kind of like with that dancer. You want to see how good they are with the fluid motion. The spin is good. The third spin looks like it kind of comes unnaturally. Knowing physics, if you are slowing down and you want to spin again, you should normally bring your arms in, and his arms kind of stayed out. So I think he kind of spun a little unnaturally on the third spin there. But that's splitting hairs. So again, look at the reflections in the water on the ground behind there. They're really good. And watch how the reflections in the glass change from pane to pane. I'm pointing at the screen. You guys can't see that. I'm going to do it with my mouse here. From pane to pane here, as you move through, those reflections changing are super good. And that's something that the AIs would struggle with before. So I really think we're onto something here for cinematic realism. And also, the credit structure on Hailuo was pretty good too. I mean, I've gotten, you get about 800 credits a month. I was actually able to use this for a paid project from a client. So thank you for reaching out. That client, if you're watching this, you know who you are. I was able to use this program using its start and end frame for that. So I'm really, really enjoying Hailuo and just how good it is. And this newest update, I think, really pushed the needle even further. It might even have pushed itself to the king of the pile here versus, Veo 3.1 and Kling 2.5 Turbo. There's a lot of good ones coming out, but this might be the best one right now. So really appreciate you watching. Also, check out every Monday. Rosh and I do the Creative AI Show, where we're two creative guys talking AI. We've got our own podcast. We talk 20, 30 minutes about updates like this. I can't wait to chat with Rosh about this. I'm sure he's going to use it as well. And, just want to keep the creative AI directors out there informed with everything that we're doing with this. And please, if you've watched this far and you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do. And yeah, we're two creative guys talking AI.